G'day and welcome to episode 10 of XTV.
This week we'll be previewing the Skinny Mini Fest happening in Launceston this weekend.
We also look at Boy and Bear's performance at the Saloon Bar last Saturday night, and Monika shares some of her stereosonic times from her trip to Melbourne.
So keep watching.
Hey guys, I'm here with Skinny Mini Fest organisers Liam James and Mr. Jack Story. Skinny Mini Fest will be on at the Launceston Rugby Club on Friday, 7 o'clock till midnight, and it'll also be running Saturday morning at 11 till midnight as well. It's $5 entry on Friday and $10 on Saturday. So guys, first of all, why are you doing it?
Well, it's a bit of an end of year celebration for us because it's going to be our last Skinny Jeans of the year. So it's a celebration of the year that's been, and a sort of thank you to the bands as well for playing with us, because we've got all the bands, well, not all the bands, but a lot of the bands that have played with us through the year. And so what are, I mean, you're talking about bands that are playing, what are some of the sort of highlights for the festival, do you think? So they're all good bands. Our highlights that have already played with us will be Guthrie and Enola Fall, Treehouse from Hobart, who have had play, what, 4 times?
4 times, yeah.
Yeah. As well as heaps of other bands, Eloise, lots of bands.
Brilliant. So like, it's it's a pretty big undertaking. You know, you guys been running it for a while. 14 shows now.
Yeah.
As well as some others. What's it's a fundraiser, is that right?
We're using this one as a fundraiser to help us stay as a not-for-profit organisation, stay away from commercial venues and the commercialisation of original music in Tasmania, and trying to keep it as self-funded as possible. So all the bands have given their time and are playing for free, which is really great to see them supporting us in what we're trying to do.
Fantastic. So how are you going to come about to achieving that not-for-profit status? Like what are some of the things that you need to tick off to get there?
Well, to stay not-for-profit, we basically need to be having all our own gear, and still we're paying venue hires and cost and damage and insurance, and being able to fund the bands, and also being able to get in national and international bands with a little bit more cash to let these local bands who've been supporting us play alongside bigger names and help them get the contacts throughout Australia so they can then tour later on.
Fantastic. And it's you've got a pretty big lineup. The same bands playing both days, or you've got a bit of a change-up happening? Or?
No, so there's 5 bands playing on the Friday night, and then there's a completely different lineup on the Saturday. Some of the same people in the bands playing in the first night will be playing in different bands on the Saturday, but none of the same bands.
So worth coming down to both.
Oh, brilliant. So what kind of vibes are you going to be? You guys going to be partying? Is it going to be chilled? What's the atmosphere?
Well, we're having acoustic. Well, not necessarily acoustic. We're having solo acts playing from the start on Saturday from 12 till 4 o'clock on the Saturday. So that'll be sort of chilled, and then party on from there. I think Small City Lights are the first band to kick us off, so they can bring the party in.
The morning's kind of a bit of a recovery from the night before.
I'm sure it'll be needed. All right, guys. Well, get along to Skinny Mini Fest. Come along. It's a great local show. These guys need your support, and I'm sure would really appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
Sweet, cheers.
So Monika, I hear you went over to Melbourne on Saturday and had a bit of fun. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I went to Stereosonic. It was so much fun, probably the best festival I've been to. So it had performers like Panau, Bag Raiders, Betty Benassi, Afrojack, LMFAO, Empire of the Sun, heaps. I think the stand-up performance was definitely LMFAO though.
Now I heard you mentioned to me earlier an incident about some champagne. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, well obviously their big song, Champagne Showers, is a pretty big hit. And they did have champagne there, and I was lucky enough to be in the second row. And I was on someone's shoulders at the time, and I literally got showered with champagne.
Nice.
It was good fun though.
Nice. And also, you mentioned something about a beach.
Yeah, there was actually a beach there.
At the festival?
Yeah, at
okay.
the festival,
So,
like a proper beach,
yep.
lounge chairs, umbrellas, the lot. And we got dressed up in a bit of Hawaiian skirts, coconuts, those sort of things, had photos taken.
Well,
And might be the new advertisement for a billboard.
nice. Good
So you
stuff.
have to keep watching for that.
Yep.
And I heard you had a bit of fun here in Launceston.
Yeah, I did actually. I went along to Boy and Bear at the Saloon with XTV's James Brady.
Yeah, how was that?
Fantastic. Look, I mean, they've just bagged 5 ARIAs, and you know, I thought they lived up to their billing. The interesting thing was though, their support acts were absolutely fantastic bands. They could probably stand alone on their own gigs. Ballpark Music, the Paper Kites, they really set the foundation. By the time Boy and Bear hit the stage, the crowd was huge already. And yeah, they went through their Moonfire repertoire, and I think the highlight for me was definitely still Fall at Your Feet, written by the Finn brothers, and yeah, great concert.
And I heard that Gumby made a bit of a guest appearance. Tell me about that.
Yep. That was an excellent moment of the concert. Probably about 10 minutes towards the end, Gumby, there was a girl dressed in a Gumby, the green clay man, got up on someone's shoulders, was doing a bit of crowd surfing, and you got unwanted attention from the security, but the Boy and Bear lead singer decided to stop everything. He got out someone's camera from the stage and took a photo of Gumby doing his thing. Everyone with their hands in the air. It was a great moment. The memory card was full though, so I don't know how that photo will turn out. But it was a good performance by Gumby as well.
Was Pokey there?
Pokey wasn't there. No, maybe down in the mosh or something. But no, it was just Gumby.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to get your copy of Xstatic this week.
We're going to have stories about Kimbra, Dan Deacon, the Sand Pebbles, and Simon Tennant's going to review Need for Speed: The Run.
And it'll all be online on Friday.